Credit cards aren't a scam because you use them. They're a scam because the system is built to keep you paying interest forever. Minimum payments, compounding interest, random APR spikes, and late fees turn a simple balance into a long-term drain on your cash flow. If you're carrying a balance, points don't matter. Perks don't matter. The only metric that matters is how fast you can delete the balance. In this video, you'll use 3 aggressive methods to kill high-interest card debt fast, without waiting for motivation. First, we stop the bleeding. Method 1. Shut down the interest machine. Freeze, simplify, and stop new damage. Here's why this matters. Every new swipe restarts the clock. You tell yourself you're paying it down, but the balance never really moves because you're refilling the bucket while trying to drain it. Meanwhile, interest is running in the background like a subscription you forgot you signed up for. So the first move isn't pay more, it's to build a hard barrier between spending and the card balance. Start with the simplest action that actually works. Stop new charges today. Remove the card from your wallet. Delete it from Apple Pay, Google Pay, and every saved checkout. If you need groceries, gas, or bills, you're going to use a different lane for a while. Debit card, cash, or one controlled checking account used only for essentials. The goal is not to feel good. The goal is to stop creating new debt while you're trying to destroy old debt. Next, lock down due dates so you never pay a stupid fee again. Late fees are pure punishment and they derail momentum. Set auto pay for the minimum payment on every card. Yes, even the ones you hate. Auto pay isn't the payoff plan. It's the safety net that keeps you from sliding backward while you attack. Now simplify the battlefield. Most people don't lose to debt because the math is hard. They lose because the admin is messy. You need a one-page debt board. List every card with 4 items: balance, APR, minimum payment, and due date. That's it. No fancy spreadsheet. One page you can look at without flinching. When you can see the whole battlefield, you stop making decisions based on stress. Then, create leverage early by calling the issuer. Don't overthink this. Ask for an APR reduction or a hardship plan. You need to be ready with a number you can commit to every month. If they offer something, confirm the terms, how long it lasts, what the new APR is, and whether the card gets frozen or closed. Getting the card frozen is not a loss. It's a lock on the door so you can finish the job. Common mistakes here are predictable. I'll keep it for emergencies. Emergencies become weekly. Or you chase balance transfers while still spending, and now you've got 2 fires instead of 1. Once you've stopped the bleeding, you're ready to attack. Method 2. Pick one payoff engine and go extreme on it. Snowball or avalanche, but with a rule. This section is where most people mess up because they confuse activity with progress. They throw an extra $20 at 3 different cards and feel responsible. But nothing changes fast enough to keep them engaged, so they quit. You need one payoff engine, and you need to go extreme on it with a rule. You have 2 valid choices. Debt avalanche means you target the highest APR first. That's the most efficient math. You keep minimums on everything else, and every extra dollar goes to the highest interest rate until it's dead. Debt snowball means you target the smallest balance first. That's the best momentum. You get a win faster, then roll that freed-up payment into the next card. Here's the rule that makes either one work. You only attack one target at a time. Everything else gets minimums. No exceptions. If you split your attack budget, you split your results. Now, let's build your attack budget in 30 minutes. First, calculate monthly surplus. That's income minus essentials minus minimum payments. Essentials are rent or mortgage, utilities, basic food, basic transport, and insurance. Not subscriptions. Not eating out. Not upgrades. If the number is small, that's fine. We're going to force it bigger. Second, create a temporary austerity sprint. This is not your identity. It's a season. List anything you can pause for 60 to 90 days. Streaming, dining out, delivery apps, impulse shopping, new clothes, and any treat-yourself spending that's really just stress relief. This clicked for me when I realized most budgets fail because they're permanent. A sprint is different. You can do hard things when the finish line is clear. Third, prevent end-of-month leakage by setting a fixed weekly transfer to your target card. Weekly beats monthly because it keeps pressure on and it reduces the chance you accidentally spend the money. Pick a day. Automate it. Treat it like rent. Now reframe minimum payments. Minimums are not progress. Minimums are a fee to stay in debt. Your real goal is to replace minimum payments with principal payments. Every time you wipe out a card, you don't celebrate the zero balance. You redirect that monthly minimum to the next target. That's the engine. If you want a pressure tactic that works immediately, add a no-spend window. For 7 to 14 days, you buy essentials only. Everything else becomes an extra payment. Most people can find real money in the first week just by removing frictionless spending. And watch the common mistakes. People pick Avalanche, then quit because the first months feel slow. Or they pick Snowball, but keep using high APR cards like nothing changed. Or they treat budget like a vibe instead of a number they follow. If you do method 1 and method 2, you're already ahead. But if it still feels slow, the next method is about manufacturing cash and forcing a faster timeline. Method 3. Create a debt-killing liquidity event. Sell, earn, or restructure. Then aim it like a weapon. Method 3 is how you end this faster than just budgeting. The fastest payoffs usually come from lump sums, not perfect discipline. So we're going to create a small liquidity event on purpose, then aim it at the target card like a weapon. Pick one lane for 30 days. Lane 1, sell. Choose one category in your home and clear it out. Electronics you don't use, furniture you're storing, hobby gear you outgrew. Price to move, not to impress. The goal isn't top dollar. The goal is speed and certainty. Lane 2, earn. This isn't about building a brand. It's about buying your freedom back. Overtime, weekend shifts, short contract work, temp gigs. Anything legal that converts hours into cash quickly. And here's the key. Route that money straight to the debt. If it hits your checking account, it'll disappear into life. Lane 3. Restructure. Only consider this if it actually lowers your interest cost and you've already shut down new card spending. A consolidation loan without behavior change is just moving the mess to a new drawer. Now the non-negotiable rule. Any windfall hits the target card within 24 hours. Tax refund, bonus, cash gift, sold items. If you hold it for later, later turns into never. The key takeaway is simple. Stop new charges, attack one card with intensity, then force a lump sum payoff boost to shorten the timeline. If you're serious about long-term growth, hit subscribe now. And tell me in the comments which method you're starting today and what your highest APR is. If you want the system to stay debt-free permanently, watch the next video on building an anti-debt budget.